All right, you guys, it is time 5:30. Good morning, everyone on the Zoom. Hopefully you can hear me. Awesome. Here we go. We're going to get that warm up started. We got total body extensions, fighter bounce with arm swings, squats with that twist and jumping jacks. It's just going to get more. All right, we've got for you guys upper body. We switched it up on you this week. This one's going to be a good one. We've got 2 groups of 4 exercises in each. The work time today is going to be 35 seconds of work time, 10 seconds in between to kind of recoup and transition. We're going to do group 1 top to bottom twice, group 2 top to bottom twice, and then go back and do that same thing again, 2 and 2, and then we will be done. So we've got squat press to start on that group 1 that we will be doing. So with that, you're squatting down. If you have your weighted bag at home, you're holding that bag at your chest. You sit back at that squat. As you extend out of the squat, you also drive that weighted bag up overhead for that press. And then otherwise, if you have dumbbells, you're going to hold them at your shoulders, go down for the squat, same thing, just drive them straight up over both shoulders. Make sure you keep your body in line with each other. And you can also take out the squat if you need to do those and just do the shoulder press. And then the second exercise will be that kneeling clutch curls. So you're going to be down on the ground on those knees. Make sure you're not rocking and rotating around. If you have your weighted bag, you'll just be doing those bicep curls, bringing that bag up to the chest. Make sure those elbows stay tucked on either side of your body and your shoulder blades are back. Otherwise, if you do have those dumbbells, you're going to be doing that clutch curls. So her palms are facing away from not forward. They're facing the wall behind you. And then you're driving them up to the chest, right along the sternum. Both ends of the dumbbells are going to touch. Make sure they don't clank together, but also keep them connected at the center and then release. Those palms should never change directions. And then we will go into that one arm overhead tricep extension. For this one, we're focusing on one side each round here. So if you have that resistant band or that towel at home, the one arm at the bottom is pulling, giving that resistance. The other arm, you're extending straight up overhead, keeping that bicep up against the ear. As you extend that hand up, it's going to make a straight line. Same thing with the dumbbell. You're just driving that dumbbell to the opposite shoulder, keeping that arm against your head. And then you're extending straight up, making a straight line with the wrist, elbow, and shoulder. Make sure it doesn't fan away from your body. You can hold on to your torso there to make sure you're properly engaging that core and supporting that weight. And then we'll switch sides the other round. And then we're going to that pushback or pike push-up, starting with the pushback. If you aren't familiar with these or too comfortable with them, start out on the ground on your knees. Make sure you go all the way down. You want to get that chest down, and then as if you're scraping your nose on the ground, you're pushing your body back as if touching the wall behind you with those glutes. Go all the way until you can't extend anymore in those elbows. Otherwise, when you're ready, come up to your toes, and then you will still bend your knees as you push back. They're just your knees will be teasing the ground rather than touching the ground if you're up on your toes. And then you have pike push-ups for that other option, since we do have 4 rounds on this group. And most challenging is having your feet elevated. If you're going to be doing these, you guys, make sure your wrists, elbows, and shoulders are in line with each other. Your hips are driving to the ceiling. And when you go down, you need to be able to touch the crown of your head to the ground and then push that floor away. Same thing, you can also bring it down to the floor, but same thing, make sure you can get that full range of motion. And then we will go into group 2. So group 2, we're starting with those reverse grip rows. So you're in that bent over position. Palms facing away with you. If you're holding that bag, just make sure you're holding it a little bit different. If you need to hold that neutral grip, though, you can. But driving that bag up to your chest, squeezing through the shoulder blades, flat back, elbows nice and high. And then if you do have those dumbbells, then you'll go ahead and grab those dumbbells. These ones, palms facing away and driving those weights right around the hip area, towards your hip area, and then squeezing through the shoulder blades, getting those elbows nice and high past your back. Really squeeze at the center of those shoulder blades. And then we have front raises. You're going to grab 2 weights here. Well, if you have your weighted bag, you're going to grab your weighted bag, and you're going to just raise that up right in line with the shoulders and release. Remember, exhale as you raise it, inhale as you release. We can also have the resistant band or a towel if you have that at home. Just keep that tension in the towel or band at all times. And then if you have dumbbells, just one in each arm, raising them up shoulder height and then releasing down. Regardless of what you guys are doing, just make sure you're not hyperextending through the spine to raise whatever object you have. Keep your body in line and properly engage that core. Then we have our kneeling tricep extension on your knees. With these, you're holding that weighted bag. You guide your elbows forward and you're extending it straight up overhead. We're not rotating from the shoulders. Again, it should be a straight line at the end as you press that dumbbell or that weighted bag. You can either hold the dumbbell sideways or long ways. And then we're going into that frozen push-up, and you're going to be holding the bottom of that push-up as long as you can. Keeping your whole body nice and straight. If you need to drop to your knees, you can, to release and complete that push-up and then reset. Before we get started, we are going to give a huge happy birthday and a birthday burpee to start us off for Danny for that birthday. So we will do happy birthday, Danny, and we are going to do a birthday burpee, and then we will start out with that squat press on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Danny! Woo! Hopefully you get to celebrate this weekend or tonight. Here we go. We are going to start with that squat press, you guys, in group 1. Get set. And 3, 2, 1. Go. Here we go. Squat press. If you have that weighted bag, remember it's around the chest, just like Teresa there. Otherwise, you have those dumbbells in either shoulders. If you have shoulder issues, you can turn those palms inward. It'll give a little less, or release a little bit on those shoulders. We have 15 seconds, and then we're going to be going into that kneeling clutch curl. You're going to get down to those knees. Switch up those weights if you need to. Keep getting that full range of motion on that squat. Exhale. As you push out of that squat, drive those weights up. All right, we're going down to the knees for that kneeling clutch curl. If you have knee issues and you need to stay on your feet, you can stay on those feet and do them as well. And go. All right, you guys. Stay with it. That's it. Good. Nice, David. Keep those palms facing away from you. Drive those weights up. Guys, we're going into that one arm overhead tricep extension. Grab that weight, towel, or resistant band. 3, 2, 1. So make sure on those one arms, you want to be driving it all the way over to that shoulder. Guys, make sure you're guiding, you have that dumbbell, you're guiding over to that opposite shoulder. Same thing if you have that resistant band, you're guiding that hand as you release that tension down towards that opposite shoulder and extend up. Here we go, we got that push back or pike push up. Get in position, we got 3, 2. So if you're doing those pushbacks, you go all the way down, make sure those elbows don't go back or don't go out to the side, they guide back. Stay with it, think of scraping that nose on that ground as you do that pushback, trying to touch the wall behind you with those glutes, those elbows. All right, here we go, back to the top, back to that squat, press, round 2 of group 1. Get set, and go. So weights at those shoulders. You sit back in that squat, make sure that weight shifts into those heels in that squat. Think of lifting those toes or bunching those toes up in your shoes towards your ankles as you sit back in that squat to make sure that your weight is going in the right direction. You can also take out that squat if you need to. Good. Keep them right here. Not here, here. Sit back. Keep it coming. Get this last one. All right, we got that kneeling clutch curl. Back on those knees. Grab those two weights. Remember, those palms are facing the wall behind you. So you got to turn those palms. And as you drive those weights up to the center, they go right along in front of your sternum. The dumbbells touch top and bottom, just like Teresa there. Think of your elbows are directed away from your body. Those palms should never rotate. Nice, David. Good. Make sure they touch at the center. You got it, guys. We got 7 seconds, and we're going back to that one-arm tricep extension on the other side. Here we go. We got 2, 1. So drive that weight towards that opposite shoulder and extend straight up. Make sure it doesn't fan out. It goes straight down. And then when you drive it up, your wrist, elbow, and shoulder should be in a nice straight line. You want to focus on squeezing that tricep. So you're here, and then you extend. You're here, and then you extend. We got 12 seconds. So Diane, make sure you keep that wrist or that palm facing you. You're going back. We want to make sure we go right over to that shoulder, protecting that shoulder. All right, you guys, here we go. We're going into that pushback or pike push-up for the second time. Get set. So if you're doing that pike push-up, make sure your shoulders, elbows, and wrists are in line with each other. Drive that crown of the head all the way down to the ground. Nice pushbacks there, Kim. There you go, Cheryl. There you go, you got it, you got it. Stay with me, guys. We're going into those reverse grip rows here next. And go ahead, stand up, grab your weights. Reverse grip rows, remember you want something heavy. That back is strong. If you have that weighted bag, you can get that reverse grip. Otherwise, you can hold it that neutral. But just like Teresa, you're driving that weight up right up towards that stomach area. Squeezing the center of your back. Send it into the center of that back between those shoulder blades, like you're pinching that pencil. You have those dumbbells, keep your palms facing away. Keep that back nice and flat though, you guys. We got 8 seconds before those front raises. So here we go, guys. We got 5 seconds. 3, 2, if you have that weighted bag, same thing as those dumbbells. You're just raising it up. Shoulder height, you're just holding that one object. You have those dumbbells nice and strong. Focus on exhaling and squeezing through those delts. We're focusing on tiny muscles here. Make sure you don't hyperextend through that spine. Think of tightening that core, pushing those heels, sturdying out your body. If you have that resistant band or towel, just keep that tension in that band or that towel. Here we go. We got that kneeling tricep extension. So now you're on your knees. You have one weight for both arms. So grab something a little heavier than you did on that one arm. Make sure you're guiding those elbows forward. Those shoulders shouldn't rotate. That weight should not go into your eyesight. It goes straight up overhead. Extend all the way through those elbows so you can squeeze and activate that tricep. Guys, keep that spine nice and straight. All right, here we go. We're going into those frozen push-ups. We got 3, 2, 1. So you're going down, holding the top of that push-up All the way down. You want to be all the way down there. Hold it, hold it, hold it as long as you can. You can hold the whole 35 seconds. Awesome. Do it. Otherwise, drop those knees and then complete that push-up and then go right back down. Stay with it. Right back to those reverse grip rows. Nice job, guys. That one is a burner. Here we go. We got 3, 2, palms facing away, flat back. Push that chest out towards the ground. Keep it coming. That's it. We got those front raises. You have your weights, your weighted bag, your towel, or your resistant band option. Lots of options. Good, you guys. Keep aiming. Remember, you always want to be grabbing those heavier weights for as long as you can and drop set as you need to go. How are we doing at home? Nice, Diane. Georgia, good. The rest of you, I know you're working hard, and if you're working out later today, I know you're crushing it as well. Let's keep it up. We got 8 seconds. From here, you're going back to that kneeling tricep extension. Let's get this last one. All right. Bring it down to those knees. You have your weighted bag or dumbbell. Keep those elbows directed forward like you're poking someone in the eye in front of you. Extend through those elbows and focus on squeezing those triceps. Keep it coming. Make sure those elbows aren't bent at the top. You got to extend through them in order to activate that tricep. Stay with it. We got 8 seconds and we're going back to that frozen push-up. So you can hold that dumbbell long ways or sideways. And that's time. Go ahead, top of that push-up position. Make sure when you're going down in your push-ups, your elbows are not in line with your shoulders. They're going directed back, just like Teresa there. They could be either against your side like a tricep push-up, or you can have some space between your rib cage and those elbows. Hold it, keep your head, shoulders, hips in line with each other. Here we go, we're going back to that squat to press, back to group one. We got 3, 2, go. Get that full range of motion. If you're doing those squats, get those legs loaded and ready for tomorrow. Keep it coming, nice. Georgia, you disappear for a moment out of the screen. I know you're getting deep in that squat. That's what I'm talking about. Good job, guys. We got 10 seconds. Keep that weight going back. Don't go past those knees. Get those hips in line with those knees at the bottom of that squat. All right, we got that one arm overhead tricep extension. You have your weight, your towel, or your weighted bag. Here we go. If you're doing that weighted bag option, remember you're doing those skull crushers. Keep that palm facing you. Make sure that wrist isn't bending. Keep it nice and strong. You don't want that wrist bent away. Oh, thank you. After this, we're going to that kneeling clutch curl. If you noticed, I skipped it by accident. Good job, Janae. Woo, I'm on a roll today. Here we go. We're going back to that kneeling clutch curl. Onto those knees, grab those weights. Remember, palms stay facing the wall behind you. And then you bring those dumbbells to the center of your chest. Make sure you're not swinging through that body. Focus on swooping them into that center and then just pushing them out on either side. Yep, your elbows will kind of stay directed outward. Don't lift them, but keep them nice and level. Nice, Laura, using those 20s. Woo! Good, make sure they touch at the center, guys. You don't want them clanking, but you don't want them separated. You want them just nicely kissing each other at the center. Here we go. We're going on to that pushback or pike push-up. Stay with it, guys. We got 3, 2. All right. So get that full range of motion. If you're doing that pushback, you're pushing all the way back until you can't go any further. And then you reset over your wrists at the top of that starting position. Make sure you're engaging your core. Keep your hips, shoulders, head in line with each other. Don't let those hips linger back. Don't arch through the spine. Look at the ground like you're scraping that nose. We got 5 seconds. Nice, Steph. Make sure you're not crossing your ankles. All right, here we go. We're going back to the top. Last time through group 1, we got that squat press. Holding those weights or that weighted bag. Last time on here. Make it count. Last opportunity. Make sure you exhale out of that squat as you do that press. Get that full range of motion on those squats. Halfway. All right, we're going on to those kneeling clutch curls. Nice job, you guys. Cross one off that board. Kneeling clutch curls in 3, 2. So if you have those kneeling clutch curls, or even if you're standing, just make sure your palms aren't turned facing you. They're facing the wall behind you. So you got to kind of rotate and turn those elbows directing the walls outside. Curl them in like you're fist bumping, and then release. There we go. Good. Nice, Diane. We got 10 seconds. Good, Humberto. That's it. We got 5, and we're going to that other side of that one-arm tricep extension for the last time. All right. Here we go. Up on those feet. Grab that weight. 5 seconds. Work it out. Sweat it out. Keep that dumbbell directed towards that opposite shoulder. That bicep up against that ear. Palm facing the wall in front of you. That weight should not be going behind you towards your back or turned away. You want it nice and close and personal. We got 15 seconds. Nice. There you go. Stay with it. Here in the gym, you guys doing good. Stay with it. From here, we're going to that last pushback or that pike. Keep that arm as close to your head as you can. Here we go. We got 5 seconds. Last time of group 1 right here. Make sure you guys, remember, drop those hips with you at the bottom of that push-up. Don't let your hips stick out until you do that pushback. Here we go, guys, into those reverse grip rolls. Grab those weights. We are at the top of group 2. Last 2 rounds of the morning. Flat back. Squeeze through those shoulder blades. Drive that bag up towards the belly button area. Squeeze nice and high. If you grab those dumbbells. Get those dumbbells right up along the waist and the hip area, squeezing through the back. Get those elbows high. I should see them raised nice and high past your sides. We got 5 seconds, you guys. Get ready for those front raises. All right, front raises. You got your weighted bag, your dumbbells, your towel, or your resistant band. Get set. 3, 2. Make sure you guys continue to breathe properly. Exhale out your mouth as you raise those weights in line with your shoulders. Inhale nice and controlled as you lower those weights. Don't hyperextend through that back. Keep that body nice and stable. As you raise those weights, tighten that core. Keep that spine straight to help support you. Exhale out that mouth as you raise those weights. Squeeze those shoulders. We got 5 seconds. Let's get a couple more reps. Stay with it, guys. All right, we're going to that kneeling tricep extension. Here we go on those knees. 5 seconds. And go. Good. Extend all the way through those elbows, all the way up. There you go. Squeezing those triceps at the top. Remember, you're focusing on the back of that upper part of your arm. All right, guys, from here, we're going to that frozen push-up, and then we'll be back at the top one last time of round 2 or group 2. Stay with it. Nice job, guys. Keep that spine nice and strong. Engage that core to help you as you drive that weight up. Hit this last one. All right, here we go. Frozen push-up. Make sure your hips aren't piking, aren't sinking. If your body is not in a straight line from your toes, then hold it from your knees. Make sure those hips are in line with your shoulders. You got to tighten that core as you lower down. You got it. Good. Dropping those hips. Got it. There we go. We got 5 seconds. Get ready. Last time on that reverse grip. Row. Go. All right. Those palms facing away. Challenge yourself for the last time on this exercise with those reps, with that pace, with those weights. Think about that form. You got it. You got it. If you feel like your back's starting to round, lift your chest a little bit or lighten that weight. You got it. Stay looking right down at that ground. There you go. We got 5 seconds and we're moving on to that front raise. We'll be down that first exercise. There we go. Let's do it. Front raise. 5 seconds. Start winding down. We got a minute and a little over a minute and a half, you guys. Good. Make sure you're not rocking that body to raise those weights. Stay nice and strong. You got it. You got it. Good. Very nice. Woo! Guys are sweating up a storm in here. We got 10 seconds. I'm sure you are at home too. That's it. Let's get a few more. Get aggressive. Dig deep. Last one. All right. Let's go into that kneeling tricep extension. Final minute. 2 exercises. All right. Keep those elbows directed forward. Remember, you're not rotating from the shoulders. You're just extending straight up overhead. Keep your body nice and stable. Don't rock and hyperextend. Don't throw that weight forward. It's going straight up to the rooftops. You're raising that roof because you're almost done. We got 10 seconds. Keep those elbows directed forward. You got it. All right, you guys, here we go. We got that frozen push-up, our final 35 seconds of the morning. We're starting in 3. into, and let's go down. Hold it as long as you can. Just when you think you can't hold it any longer, tell yourself a couple more seconds. Fight, fight, fight. You're already down your first 15. Seconds. Hold it, hold it. And that's time. Nice job, guys. Let's go ahead. Shake out those arms. We're going to stretch out those triceps first. Inhale and raise your arms up overhead, dropping the right hand, grabbing the elbow and pulling it to the center of your body, and then leaning that direction as you pull, just like Teresa there. Nice work. All right, keep breathing. When you're ready, you can go ahead and switch. Happy birthday again to Danny. We only got a few days left of September, so keep doing, or 6 days to be exact, left of September, so keep doing those check-ins. Shake out those arms. Go ahead, grab your wrist, and then like Teresa there, pull. Think as if someone's in front of you pulling from your wrist towards you. You're gonna bend from that back a little bit. Nice job. You can do a little bit of a rotation if you would like. Bye, Lori. And then go ahead and switch sides. At home, you guys, tomorrow you're gonna want a weighted bag or dumbbells. An elevated surface is optional, and then a chair or something similar for your stuff at home. And your word of the day is fantabulous, because tomorrow is Friday, and it's going to be a fantabulous Friday, and you're going to have a fantabulous Friday Eve, Thursday. Awesome job. Thanks, Patty. Nice work, you guys. Have a great day. We will see you guys tomorrow.